Hey, we are back. It is Saturday, June 7th, 2025. My name is Gerard. This is my little brother Alex. The missing guy is JR. And this is another episode of the GAJ Podcast. Welcome back, everybody. It is very good to see you. Let me cut this dealie off a little bit so that we can hear each other. But yeah, we are cruising right along. It is June, which means it is almost summer. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If you are new to the channel, thanks for checking us out. We hope you would consider subscribing to the channel, liking the episode if you like what we're doing, and maybe even leaving a comment just to say hi. If there are any ideas you'd love to share with us, we'd love to hear them. And if you'd like to keep this a little more anonymous, you can also shoot us an email at gagepodcast@gmail.com. All right, getting into it. First segment we like to have on the show, traditionally we've called it Mom's Spaghetti. However, we've decided to make a change as a team and bring it back a little bit closer to home, and then also hopefully avoid any potential plagiarism
copyright
issues. We have decided to change the name of the segment to Mom's Kare Kare. And if you are a fellow Pinoy, you know what that is. If not, let us explain it to you real quick. I took the liberty of bringing up a little bit of a Wikipedia page. Kare kare is a Filipino curry type dish. It's depending on where you get it, the sauce is a little bit thicker, and it's made with peanuts. I think Mom actually uses peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
When she makes hers, which is, if you haven't tried it, you ought to. It's very good. Typically it's with oxtail and tripe, and pork hocks. We usually avoid the tripe. Well,
I don't like.
I know Alex does. He's talked about it before. I tend to also.
Yuck.
I really like it with oxtail or pork hocks. That's my favorite way to do it, but to each their own. A lot of people like eggplant. I'm not a big into the eggplant. I like the green beans.
I'm okay with the eggplant as long as it's not a lot of it.
Yeah, I guess I'm okay with that too. Or even like I think Mom's use like bok choy, or I guess in here they call it Chinese cabbage. But really, it's about that, either the oxtail or the pork hocks for me, and the peanut sauce. Pretty damn good. Anyway, that is the new name of the segment, Mom's Kare Kare. And as always, it's about the food that we're eating, that we're hearing about, and that we are craving. Alex, you got anything to share with us before I pull anything else up?
Yeah, and I forgot to start sharing. Hold on.
Well, I tell you what, let me show Mom's dish, since
All
this
right, go
is
for it. Do that first.
our ode to our mother. And she had a late dinner this week when she shared this. Ironically, she had a Filipino dish, kind of similar. It does use the beef shanks, which is something that can be used in kare kare. However, this dish is actually called bulalo. Less about the sauce, more about the meat, and it's probably healthier than kare kare, quite frankly. Beef shank with the bone marrow, so that's this portion right here, which, by the way, delicious if you've ever had it. She used some baby bok choy and boiled corn. This looks delicious, sounds delicious. Mom actually made some for me last time I was in Chicago to visit. And quite frankly, now I am craving it because I got to see it. And yeah, looks good. It's kind of like sinigang. It's served in a broth. it's in a bowl, and then you get your plate of rice and you kind of put a little bit on at a time, or you put the whole thing on there and soupy up the rice, and it's good either way. But yeah, looks delicious. Mom, thank you for the contribution. I think Alex has something queued up, so let's put that up on the screen. Oh, let's go, dude. Let's go. Tell us about it.
So I actually went to get Filipino food twice this week, once after work and then once today. So this,
Nice.
we have on the left there. What the hell is that? I think it's chicken afritada.
Let's say, is that like, yeah.
I'm gonna say it's chicken afritada. But then, no, hold on. Is that beef caldereta?
I was thinking Colorado.
It's one of the two. I think it's caldereta because that doesn't look like chicken. And
And I think
there's
afritada
peppers and there's potatoes look like caldereta.
yeah, I think afritada's got like a little bit thicker of a sauce.
Well, when you
That looks more of it like an oil-based sauce where.
their afritada looks like that too.
Oh, does it? Oh,
Yeah. On the right there is some I've never had before. It looks like pork adobo, but it's called pork estufado. I had to ask him like 3 times, what is that? He said, estufado. I'm like, what's in it? They're like, I don't know. Only the cook knows. Like, you know what? I'll take it.
I wish I could spell that.
Estufado.
Hey, there it is.
I think it's really like adobo with more sugar. When I ate it, I'm like the beef, not the beef, sorry, the pork chunks were a little bit bigger than what they get with adobo, but that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
I think it's just it tasted similar but a little bit different. I think I was even Googling what's the difference between estufado and adobo, and it's like, I think a little more sugar.
I'm just looking it up on Wikipedia, and it literally says Filipino dish similar to Philippine adobo.
Yeah.
That involves
Yeah.
stewed pork cooked in vinegar.
There
And soy sauce.
wasn't a whole lot.
with
Maybe
fried
it's less
plantains.
vinegary. I think it's.
Was there plantains in it? And carrots?
I don't know. Sure. I just ate it. I was like, kind of tastes like adobo, but not quite adobo.
Sounds
It's a
like it
little
might be a
sweeter.
little sweeter.
It's sweeter. It's definitely sweeter.
Okay.
So I'm like, so they probably just put more sugar.
Oh, I think it sounds like they use some sort of like, because it says fried plantain, so maybe it's kind of cooked into the sauce. They definitely use the whole peppercorns on there.
Definitely, I'd get it again as an alternative to adobo, because it's slightly different taste, but it's not like boom, wow, this is something new. It's just, it's kind of like adobo. But that was
Still
on
looks good.
Thursday. Yeah, definitely. That was on Thursday, and today I went and I got this.
Oh yeah.
So we have. Speaking of curry curry,
As I say,
up there in the middle, that's curry curry. Luckily, there's only like 1 or 2 pieces of tripe, so I was like,
didn't have to
discard
dig
that
too much
shit.
out.
I don't want that. I don't want intestines. Down on the left corner is actually pork adobo nagata. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Or I took a picture of. Did I take a picture of the fucking name? I take a picture of the name.
Here, let me switch the view
Chicken,
so it's not covering up.
chicken adobo sagata. So,
Oh yeah, okay. I've had that before. Yeah, it's like creamier.
yeah, they put
right?
coconut milk, which is probably like that's kind of pretty much what you do with curry. So I've had it before there. So it's another alternative to adobo. It's like it's kind of like estufado, but estufado tastes more like adobo than adobo's sagata.
Sure.
But I definitely like it. Enjoyed it as once again as an alternative to the stuff that I normally get. So add adobo sagata, I have curry curry, and then I have what you like, the little pea soup. It tastes like urine.
Sinigang?
That is sinigang. Because the guy behind
good,
me,
man.
I got my order. The guy behind me was like, he ordered his food and he said, "Hey, can I get soup too?" And they gave him soup, and I asked him like, "Hey, they could charge extra for soup?" And they go, "Oh no, they just give you the broth. It's free." And I went, "Hey, give me some soup."
Yeah.
So they got soup. I go, "Hey, what soup is that?" He said another name. And he goes, or it's also sinigang. I went, "Oh, okay, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
That's some sinigang." I actually did not finish it because There's always
Just
so
full,
much.
or
There's always so
yeah.
much, Filipino urine I could drink. I could eat.
It doesn't actually taste like urine, folks. It's actually pretty delicious. It's
If you like
it does
it
have like a
tastes
little
like
bit of sour
I
taste to
never
it.
liked it, but it tastes like childhood.
Yeah,
So,
I like it, man. I like it when I'm sick. Like, dude, it's good.
if I had it, if I had access to it, a lot easier access to it, like at home, I'd probably have it more.
Yeah.
It's because I probably have to look at the freaking nutritional facts, but tastes like childhood. Like I said,
I like it. I think it's delicious.
I like to eat it, but I never finish it. I probably had about half of it. That's actually a lot, though. That's a lot of soup.
I was
Lot of
actually
sitting
curious how deep those bowls are because I feel like in the picture it looks.
I was scooping it for, I was eating it for several minutes, and I was like, I'm only halfway done, and I was like, you know what, I want to eat the rest of my food. and honestly, the taste of sinigang was like, at that point, I was kind of done with it.
Okay.
That was.
It looks pretty good. I like
that's what I
that
had
you can
today.
get food
And
that easy.
it was very saucy. I enjoyed it. I had enough sauce to just dump all over the rice. Both with the kare kare and the adobo sagata.
I like that they give it to you, like even though they have the to-go container with the separate little compartments, they still put all your stuff in separate bowls. Because for me, when I do that, like I like to get it the way you get it, but I like to put a little bit of the sauce on the rice.
Oh yeah,
but not all of it when I'm trying to eat different things. So
yeah,
I really like that.
Another place I've gone to, another Filipino restaurant that actually has better food that tastes a little more homemade. So they'll have it. Their containers are like this, or it's sectionalized, but they'll put some of the dish inside the container, and they'll take some of the sauce, they'll dump it on your rice, but they'll put it all over the rice. So if you have beef afritada, if you have beef caldereta and chicken adobo, they'll put the afritada or they'll put the caldereta sauce all over the rice. I'm like, no, I need that for. I need half of that for adobo.
I wouldn't like that.
You kind of got to tell me, hey, no.
Even if I only ordered one of those, I still wouldn't want it on the rice because I don't always like my rice like drowning in the sauce. I get it like a lot of people do. I'd rather do it myself.
There's like a right mixture where sometimes, and it's also that just depends on how you're feeling at the time.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I like to freaking drench it in sauce. Like it's pretty much.
Absolutely.
It's almost like rice soup with, caldereta sauce. But then there are times where it's like I kind of want it more of a 50-50, or I want more rice exposure with less sauce. It just depends on how I'm feeling.
Yep. That's exactly why I'd rather do the sauce myself, because a lot of times it just depends on how I feel, and I just don't want to drown my rice all the time. But man, it looks good. I might need to go get some Filipino food here soon.
Tomorrow I'll probably make Sundays are my longanisa and eggs day.
Yeah, I like that.
Although I forgot to get garlic.
That's a good version of going to church, baby.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's all I got.
Right on. Well, that's good shit, man. Good shit. It's Saturday, which means yesterday was Friday, and bro, it was a long, crazy busy week. It's really just the last 2 weeks since Costa Rica have been just crazy. So, I was pretty thrilled to get to about beer 30 last night and put a few of these down. I went to a bar near the softball fields that we play at. I got there before everybody else, so I actually put a couple of these down before my buddies got there, and then probably put 2 or 3 more after they got there down with some food. We did get a little dinner before the games, but I had a pretty decent buzz going. Got just enough of a buzz going to get to the field and start playing, and playing a little looser. Actually played halfway decent. Played pretty decent defense on a field that I hate playing on, generally speaking, because it's very like it's almost like playing on limestone, crushed limestone, and the ball takes weird hops, and I've definitely come out of there with some pretty good bruises every now and again just because of the way the ball hops off the field. But yeah, I don't know. Played a little bit looser. I played a little bit better. I got a few hits. Nothing, I wasn't crushing the ball or anything, but I was able to put the ball where there was no defender and got on base a few times. So celebrated a little beer 30. What else did I have that I want to show you guys? Oh, Ashley was able to. She happened to have a night off on one of my softball nights, and
she filming. She did
no. I didn't think that far ahead, but we did go get a little bit of dinner after the game, and this was a good one. Went to a bar by the other field I play at.
I'm gonna say it looks like macaroni and cheese with chicken.
Steak, actually.
Steak. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
good
about.
Good stuff. Seasoning was good. Actually, what I ended up doing was it was pretty good, just like this. I got a little bit of buffalo sauce and poured it on there. Ooh, it was nice. It added just a little bit.
I think that's too much. I don't think for me. I don't think buffalo sauce on steak. I don't know. It doesn't seem
You wouldn't
right.
think so. But it was pretty good. Like I felt like it just needed a little bit of something, and maybe I just wanted a little bit of heat. But yeah, I think I poured a little bit too much buffalo sauce, but it was good. Like if I would have used buffalo sauce just a little more sparingly, it would have been excellent.
That right there looks money. Right? I mean, I wouldn't want to put buffalo sauce on that because right there, that looks like all right. It's go time with that.
Yeah. It was good. Like don't get me wrong, it was good. It definitely looked good, obviously in the picture.
I like the look of steak.
Yeah, but it was like once I started eating it, like I had a few bites, I was like, I don't know, I just feel like it needs a little bit of something, and maybe I was just craving a little bit of heat. I didn't feel like chicken, I wanted steak, so I got that, but then I got a little buffalo sauce, poured it on there, and it was pretty good. I think I could have been a little bit lighter on the sauce, but it was I still liked it quite a bit. It was pretty good. Yeah, and then the other thing I had, I think this was this was Thursday. I don't think I showed this last week. I can't remember if I did or not. Did I show this?
I don't think
this
so.
This is one of my favorite dishes at the restaurant that Ashley works at. So they're kind of they describe the restaurant as modern Italian, and this is the dish is called Sunday gravy. I can't remember why it's called that, but essentially it's spaghetti in like a homemade spaghetti pasta, homemade sauce, and then instead of like your normal like pork meatballs, they actually have duck meatballs. They have a couple of spare ribs and I can't remember what else is in there. I think there's like an Italian sausage and maybe some kind. That might be it. Italian sausage, duck meatballs, and spare ribs. And it's pretty damn good. It's incredibly filling. Like, I've finished it before, but I have not felt good after that. I think I ate about a third of this and then took the rest home, and I think it made 2 more meals after that.
Nice.
Yeah, but
God, I miss pasta.
Yeah,
just looking at it like, I just know me, and if I start it, I'm gonna have so much more pasta. I'm gonna consume way more carbs than I need to.
Man, next time you come to Kansas City, if Ashley's working, we'll go in and eat, and we'll split this. We'll get a couple of old fashions. It's pretty good.
I don't know. I might want to go to that place where we had that fucking steak, macaroni and cheese. That was just, dude, I'm freaking drooling over that shit.
That picture turned out pretty good. I'll be honest with you.
I've had one time I was with my roommate. We went out in Laguna. One time I had lobster macaroni and cheese.
Ooh,
This was a long time ago. This is probably about 10 years ago.
that sounds
over 10 years ago.
awesome.
You know, I live by the water, so it's you're gonna have some
So you
fresh
get it
fucking
fresh,
lobster.
yeah.
And dude, it was great. For a guy who
Yeah.
does not eat lobster or crab, I don't eat lobster or crab because I don't know how to fucking eat lobster.
Because it's work, yeah. It's work. If
I'm
you
like,
don't know
hold
how
on,
to
you
do it,
take this thing and you take this thing and you crunch their claw, and then I get hurt. I'm like, what the hell? This thing's not meant to be eaten. It's fucking attacking me. Before I can eat
it's
it.
a little bit of work. Yeah, it took me a long time to figure out how to do it.
I don't know how to do it. I just when it's done for me, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, let's dive in.
Yeah. That's why, like, when we were kids, man, when we go to Chicago and go to like the casinos for dinner with everybody, like I'd always want to sit by Tito Boy because he'd crack open all the crab legs for me. Or dad would do it too.
That was back then. I wasn't into seafood. Now I'm like, since I moved out to California,
Oh yeah.
I'm just not about doing the work to get
Sure.
seafood. If it's done for me, I'm all in. But I think I get hurt trying to eat, and I don't like that. I don't like getting
Yeah,
hurt when I'm trying
it's-
to eat.
It's definitely work. I tell you what, if you ever want a good like lobster tail, you definitely, and you don't know how to like eat it, especially like to crack it open and all that. Like to this day, this was just a few years ago. Like I think I don't remember where we were, but I know Tito Boy was there, and like May and I were talking about like I don't really know how to do this, and we both were like, you know, I was looking at May like, where's your dad? It's like, your dad knows how to do this. So that was literally just a couple of years ago. So yeah, man, I like me some seafood. Now I'm craving seafood. Man, I'm craving seafood now.
I'm craving macaroni and cheese plus some meat, whether it be steak or lobster or something
Yeah.
else.
Dude, you know what, man? Macaroni and cheese with like some lobster and some like Zatarans, like that allspice or Old Bay. Should have said Old Bay. I bet that'd be awesome. Do you know what Old Bay is? The Old Bay
Nope.
seasoning? Oh my gosh. Like have you ever done a crab boil out there? Where you throw everything into the pot, like potatoes, crab legs,
Old Bay.
shrimp. If you have some crawfish, that's awesome. Yeah, whole bunch of Old Bay. I think you
I've
can
never
throw
seen
like
this
peppers
before.
and onions in there too. Man, it's
Seafood, poultry, salad. So you put in anything.
oh yeah, it's you throw it in the pot and cook it for a while, and then you know it's more of a Northeast thing, right? Or East Coast thing. But you put like newspaper all over the
looks like
table
New
and you
England.
just dump it all out. Oh, dude, it's so good. So good. Let me find you a good picture of a shrimp boil. Let's see here. Yeah, check this out. Let me share this with you. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's probably more of a. This actually says Cajun thing, which is right. Like more of like a New Orleans thing, a Southern thing. So this is more tame, but you know, I've seen it where they just put newspaper all over the table and just dump it all out, and then you just go to town on it, man. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I like a good shrimp and crab boil. But yeah, that's the shiznits. As
Definitely
they
not
say.
experienced in that field. I'd like to get more seafood.
I think you would enjoy it. This is where, you know, if you really want to do it, this is where you put the bib on. You might want to put some gloves on. You get like a wooden mallet, and that's how you're cracking everything.
you
get
just
a, like,
fucking,
big-
Final Destination, some
Bro,
sea creatures.
You get a bowl of like some churned butter, like melted butter. Oh, dude, that is good. Spun butter is what I'm trying to think of, not churned butter. Spun butter. That is good stuff right there. Good stuff. But anyway, now that we're all hungry, we should probably move on so we can quit drooling on ourselves.
I'm the frosting some barbecue wings right now. Some buffalo wings.
Yeah, nice.
Gonna be my dinner.
I was
Straight from Target, baby. Straight from Target. On sale.
Dude, you know what? We're gonna start getting stuff where, I can't wait till we move, hopefully later this year, into a house, because we're gonna do it up at Costco style. Get big old bags of wings and cook those up. It's gonna be awesome. Even maybe get a deep freeze. Do some domestic suburban shit. But anyway, I gotta quit thinking about food. Next segment is kind of what I like to call the adventure side, being out and about doing things. This is where I think about things of like when I'm always, if I was a kid, this is something I'd be like, hey dad, watch this, which is why we call it, hey dad, watch this. And we're going back to Costa Rica for this one, folks. Let me find the adventure that we had kind of talked about last week.
Keep going. I gotta grab a drink real quick.
Yep. That was the four-wheelers. So we finally got a couple of pictures of that. There we are lined up in the small town square of Sardanal, Costa Rica. We just come out of some of the jungle roads and everything like that. This was a really, really fun trip. This was with, two of my best friends, few of my best friends, and my new bride. This was literally the morning after the wedding, and it was really fun. It was Alex's first time on a four-wheeler, which was pretty cool to see, even though he
never done that
crashed into a tree. But that's okay. That's okay. There was nothing wrong with that. Got to roll through some water, which, let me see here. That was a duck that
It's a random duck.
Yeah. Where
looks like
it?
Easter.
I know I have a picture.
Looks like, what are those Easter marshmallow things called? Fuck.
They are called. I'm not a big fan of them anyway, but
I mean,
can't remember. Anyway, this is a video of right before Alex, but here's one of the water crossings we did, which was a lot of fun. I think that was actually me going through there and Tony, and then
safety first, guys. We're wearing helmets.
Yeah, we are wearing helmets. There you
They
go.
stunk. They're stinky too.
They were a little. Excuse me. They were a little pungent. But this is Alex waiting for the water crossing. There's one here, dude. Look at your fucking arms, bro. You were ready for. Alex came in ready for Costa Rica. All jacked out and everything. This is so.
You know what? I never work out my arms because as an older guy, I just focus on the most important lifts. And
if you do the big lifts, the arms will come in, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna be wasting my time doing fucking curls and tricep extensions. As a side note, last Friday I did bicep curls and tricep extensions for the first time.
I mean, I do them. Like it's the last exercise I do on my upper body days.
It was more of like I have some time. I did biceps, triceps, and calves. I never work out my calves.
I do work out my calves because I have skinny ass calves.
I got some fucking genetically built calves. My calves are fucking sweet looking.
Yeah, you got tree trunks for calves, bro.
I look at like, damn, dude.
Attest to
people
that.
are like, dude, what's over their calves? I'm like, I never work out my calves. I don't know.
Yeah, your calves are fucking massive.
That's called genetics.
Which is crazy because, like, for as much, like, I'm just bigger than you, right? I'm bigger than you. I'm just built bigger than you. But my calves aren't even close to as big as yours. Like, I got skinny ass calves and ankles. It's weird.
I got Filipino calves, dude.
So it's like, it looks like, I'm a broad dude, and you see me running in shorts. It's like I've got like toothpicks for legs compared to the rest of me. But here are the howler monkeys. I wish I had Ashley's picture because when you zoomed in on it, you could zoom in right on the balls, and it was pretty funny. But yeah, those were the howler monkeys that we saw while we were on the ATV trip. That was a good time. I enjoyed that. I thought it was really fun. One, seeing you ride for the first time, and I think you were in the best spot of anybody that was inexperienced because you had the guides, which they were great, they were awesome, but they had to watch everybody, right? And there was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us, and they had to flow back and forth, especially Mikey, who, God bless him, can't drive for the shit. He hasn't driven a motor vehicle in close to 20 years.
So he has driven a car before then.
Yeah, but he's also, he's gonna be 50 this year.
Oh shit!
Literally in about a month. So 20 years, almost 20 years, hasn't driven an actual motorized vehicle. And it was funny to, the joke I was making is that, like, Jesus, dude, we had to get you to Costa Rica to get you to drive a motorized vehicle. But they had to watch him because he was definitely nervous. And we were on actually like legal roads, so he kept floating a little bit too much into the middle when there was traffic trying to pass us. So that's why the guy there was the floater that was going back and forth.
Oh yeah.
He kept hauling ass up to Mikey to push him back to the side a little bit.
I thought that's what he normally does. I didn't know what he was actually doing.
I mean, he does that anyway because he also like shoots ahead to kind of like hold traffic up a little bit so we can all stay in a group. But yeah, he kept having to kind of edge Mikey back into the lane so the traffic could get by.
I felt like we were playing Mario Kart for real, and I wanted to. I wanted to throw a turtle shell at Tony.
While we're on it, man, this is a good one. I like this picture. I just gotta show this to you. This might be a. I love it. I love it. What a good picture.
Dave was Bert Kreischerring right there.
He sure was.
He's like, all right, shirt's coming off.
Yeah, he was. Man, that was he actually. I need to look through other pictures, but he put some pretty good ones in here. Let me find.
I think that one was after the pool. So I look a little wet.
Oh yeah, that might have been. Just because we haven't really shown anything of like the background we had during the wedding. Is that the one I was looking at? Let me see here. Let me go back to this one. I don't know if it gets any better than this though, but man, that was an amazing background to have for our wedding. So that was pretty cool. By the way, Dave, my brother, thank you for posting those or loading those pictures up where I could get to them.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, love that.
There's Dave doing the maid of honor work.
Yeah, that's Ashley's brother. So different David, but
let me fix it.
He was the maid of honor. It was good times. Yeah, man, I wish I would have taken advantage of Ashley being at the game. Getting a few clips there. Did you get any clips from or pictures from like football or anything?
No, I'm waiting for them to post some. They post them several days later, and from the last game, I don't know. They usually have a professional photographer on site, but that's
pretty cool.
It looks like they didn't have them for the first game, at least for our game, and they just looks like someone took pictures off their phone and didn't do a very good job of it.
Oh, man.
Really nothing to look at. Yeah.
But hey, you know what though? That's pretty cool that they have a pro photographer at all.
Yeah, that's why I see some of the pictures I have. I'm like, dude, that looks pretty damn good. I'm like, yeah, it's a professional photographer.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And that's just what they post. I don't know, some of the stuff they probably don't post because maybe they didn't turn out well. But hopefully,
how did football go for you this week?
Hopefully, yesterday's game has good pictures. So I played last night. It's summer season, and what comes with summer season is that a lot of people are out on vacation. So we had a lot of people missing. We had some subs come in, some new people come in. So the chemistry is way off. Just because we're missing our team captain. we were kind of a motley crew of people. So we got
it's hard to
killed.
play full speed when you're not used to everybody. Like everybody's full speed's a little bit different, you know. So
yeah, and just people are out. The normal people are out. So I did see a hole in the defense when I was on offense. I was like, I'm just gonna stay in that hole. Just throw me the ball. So I got a lot of targets, but I did get the yips.
Oh no!
Oh, I was fucking
have a little case of the brick hands.
Our butterfingers. Oh, it was rough. I was like, this is the perfect situation for me, and I can't catch the fucking ball.
Yeah, get some of that tacky spray. Just spray your hands.
I didn't drop everything, but I know I dropped at least 3 passes in the first half, and I was like,
ouch.
I was apologizing, like, dude, I am butterfingering and to kind of add some context, when I'm looking at the quarterback, I'm also looking at the sun.
Oh, that's...
So I said at the yips,
yeah.
but it is a little bit... I'm kind of in a bad situation where I'm having to gauge the ball's coming at me, but there's also the sun.
Yeah.
Let's start at the sun, so my vision's going to be a little bit off. But man, I felt when you drop a perfect pass, when you're wide open, that is just the worst feeling ever. Oh, man.
That's all right, dude.
I also did catch a lot, though. I did gain a lot of yardage that game, but no touchdowns or nothing in the end zone. But it helped get us there. But we still got fucking killed.
Hey, at least you were using your brain, man. You're figuring some shit out and seeing some things.
Yeah, the way I feel is that I'm not going to be the fastest person on the field. I'm not going to be the biggest person on the field. Obviously, there's some big fucks on there. I'm going to try to be one of the smarter people on the field. Where I'm like, all right, well, let's make something out of let's take a look at their defense, what they're doing, and try to put myself in a place where they have a weakness.
That's the way to do it, man. You get older and you might get a little slower, but if you can get a little bit smarter, you can make up for that a little bit.
Yeah, and I like that our quarterback was not doing the regular thing where a lot of times quarterbacks in flag football, once the ball's hiked, you get the ref counts to 5, and after 5, the pass rusher on defense could go after the quarterback.
Sure.
So a lot of times quarterbacks they try to at least wait for 5 seconds before they throw the ball. I'm like, no, you get thrown after 1 second.
Yeah.
If it's available, or 2 seconds.
Say, what are you waiting for if you don't need to?
And we have 4 plays to get a first down. We don't need to throw the ball 15 yards every play. Go short, get 3 to 4 yards. Go short, go 3 to 4 yards.
I'll say 3.
If you're not defending it, hey, go short.
3 plays of 4 yards is a first down.
Yeah.
3 plays of 4 yards each is a first down.
Yeah, so that's kind of thing that I've noticed from playing so many seasons of flag football. Are like, dude, go for the short gains.
Yeah.
And some just keep going for short gains until they defend the short gain.
And then you take a shot at torching them, you know?
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
But luckily our quarterback was a little more like, he saw me like, fuck, just throw the ball now.
Yeah. What are you waiting for? You don't have to count to 5.
I did at one point late in the game, I stepped on something. I was like, that doesn't feel right. And I reached down in the sand. I pulled out a broken bottle.
Bottle. Shit, that's even
worse. I
was
like, time out. I screaming time out. And the ref was like, this team calls timeout. I'm like, I'm not calling timeout. I'm calling timeout because I found this
injury timeout. Injury timeout. That's different than.
Look, I stepped in the bottle, but I didn't get hurt. That's when that doesn't feel right. And that's not the first time I've stepped on something. One time I stepped on something. This is probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. I reached down, pulled it out, and it was a fucking knife. And I was like, I was like, hey, time out. He went, oh shit.
You literally stepped on a knife?
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad I didn't go through
not a pocket knife,
bro.
like a fucking it's
like
a knife that
cutter?
closes up. So it's a knife that closes up. I think it was deployed though. I think the blade was deployed.
Oh,
I would have known it was a knife. But it's a knife that's like, oh, that's not a pocket knife. It's bigger.
Oh shit. Like a camping knife, like a.
Yeah. Because I remember I held it with when I had it into the wrap, I was handing on the handle, facing the
It
handle.
wasn't like a switchblade though.
So I was like, well, this is something you might find on the beach.
This is potentially unsafe for us to be playing on.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna blame the league, because it's like you can't just
No,
you can't.
no, you're on
When you're sitting up, you can't fucking go over every inch
you're
of
on a public
stand.
beach, and they can't drag the beach every single day. Especially on a beach that you're probably not supposed to have that anyway, you know.
Yeah,
Along with glass bottles.
You're not supposed to have glass. You're not supposed to have alcohol,
Yeah.
but people drink there all the time.
Yeah.
I'm drinking on there a ton. I don't anymore. I'm drinking on a ton. And that's how I know that girls pee in the ocean, because we'll be drinking on the beach and they don't
They'll
leave
go
the
for a
pee.
swim?
They just go for a dip in the ocean. Sometimes they say it, they're like, hey, I'm going to pee. Who wants to come with me? That was football
funny.
yesterday, and today I decided to. Saturday's usually my lifting day, my first lifting day. I say it's my first lifting day of the week, but it's even though it's kind of the previous week.
Mm.
But I decided to go drop in on a Muay Thai class, so went up there, and my buddy that it's his school. He's trying to get me to come in a little bit more because they have a fighter who they moved to southpaw, and I'm like a switch hitter. I could go left, I could go southpaw, I could go right-handed. So they kind of want me to come in, but you know, I don't know if I want to be always training with a fighter who's, you know, less experienced than me. So he's preparing for a fight, so he's not going to be as controlled. He may try to hit harder than he should be for sparring. I'm like, dude,
Yeah, he's all like pumped up. I've
been doing this for 24 years. I've had enough hits to the head. I don't want to, you know, I kind of want to portion it out how much brain damage I take from now on.
Yeah, I gotta be careful of that stuff. Start getting concussions.
Oh, I've had a concussion before.
Speaking of fighters that you trained with, we had mentioned during what you watching last week, you know, watching Beekeeper on the plane. Who was the guy that you said you used to train with?
I don't want to say his
character was
name.
he?
I don't want to say his name, but he's in the movie. He's when the bad guys first go to the bar. I haven't finished the movie yet.
Oh,
it's near the beginning. When the bad guys go to the barn, he's the driver.
okay.
So when, spoiler alert, he gets killed. When Jason Statham kills him, Jason Statham has a rifle and he pulls it onto his head, onto his mouth. So it zooms in on his face, on my buddy's face. And I don't know what Jason Statham, but I think he snaps his neck. Who knows? But there's a rifle almost in his mouth. Jason's pulling the rifle into his mouth. And I think he might snap his neck or something.
Okay.
Weird.
I'm gonna watch it again just to see it because I know what scene you're talking about, but I can't remember the face. I think the guy.
He's the driver, because I remember I was like, I heard the voice and I went, I know that driver's voice. And then they zoomed him on his face and went, oh my god, that's, you know, the guy I know.
That's cool as hell. Cool as hell. Well, I think that's plenty to go off of. Anybody can watch the movie, so you can figure it out from there. If you're really that curious, I was curious, and I'll find out later.
I'll say his name when we're not recording.
Yeah, no,
I don't go out and
don't worry about it. I mean,
you know, saying someone's first and last name.
If you're smart enough, you can figure it out all on your own. You don't need to say his name. You don't need to ask us that. But yeah,
and I don't see him very often. Last time I saw him was maybe before the pandemic.
Okay.
I've been to his school, so maybe I saw him then. I don't know.
Well, good shit. I was just curious, just because you made me think about it when you were talking about your buddy wanting you to come out and train with you and stuff. Get ready for a fight. I think it'd be cool if you helped some dude get ready for like a big fight that was, you know. Do the guys that when you're doing that, the guys that are gearing up for a fight, are they strictly Muay Thai or are they doing like more mixed martial arts or?
It's been Muay Thai, it's been mixed martial arts, it's been jiu-jitsu. The guy from Beekeeper, I helped him during a fight one time. Preparing for a fight. He beat the fucking shit out of me though. That fucking sucked. I was not happy about that because I was hurt pretty bad.
Like, I'm good. Can you spar with me tomorrow? Nope, I'm good. I'm busy.
I'm good.
Wash my hair.
There have been people that tried. I don't want to name drop. There have been people. I've had training partners, and then we've kind of split off because the school that we all met at closed. Years before the pandemic. And they're trying to get me to train with a female fighter. I don't want to say her name. I won't say her name, but she's very Googleable. She looks like she's on steroids. If you look at a picture of her,
Well,
I won't.
Sometimes
I'll just say she looks like she's on steroids because she's just jacked and ginormous. But
she's not on steroids, by the way. She's just saying some people might look at her and think that, not that she is on steroids. Just so we're clear, folks.
She just got that. Who knows? Maybe it's all genetics. But I just started trading with her is kind of volatile. So, they told me it, and then they're like, "Oh, why don't you come and train with her?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." Like I said before, I've had enough hits to the head where I'm like, nah, it's time to start portioning this out.
Yeah.
Let's look at my brain damage budget for this year.
I was say the number you can take is dwindling down. Kind of like what's that movie that Timberlake is in where he's like gambling, like they have like the time on their
his mom
wrist
is
or whatever.
Olivia Wilde.
Yeah.
Time's up or something like that.
Oh man, I can't remember.
It's on their wrist, like how much time they have. They can you can add time to your life.
Yeah.
That was kind of I like that movie because it's just so different. It's just a weird concept.
Is it called Time's Up? This doesn't look like it. I gotta look it up. Justin Timberlake. Let's see, where's his filmography? In Time.
In Time
is what it's called. In
Time's Up sounds better.
Time's Up does sound better. I might have to watch that one. But yeah, that was a pretty good one. I like that one. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Time to play with stuff. We're going to go to an ode to Alex's personal project called I Play Nerd. Usually this is about the toys or new gadgets and gizmos we get, but I haven't paying off a wedding, so I haven't been getting too much stuff. I did, however, get one of my favorite pairs of shoes ever, just because they're so damn comfortable. You can't really do a whole lot in them athletically or anything, but they were just comfortable. And they were worn down. They were about to have a hole in them, so I left them in Costa Rica. But they're my Hey Dude shoes. So,
Oh, you got a new pair?
I got a new pair, baby.
Let me see this shit.
Ooh, I wish I could maximize the photo, but I can't. I don't know why. Yeah, I like them.
How much were they? Ooh, I kind of like. The
Like
only thing I like
$50.
is that the color's a little too light for me because I attract stains.
I almost got the same ones because they had. Let's see, the ones I had before were these ones.
Man, I haven't looked at new Hey Dudes in a while.
So it's funny because like
style.
these are the ones I had when you tried mine and you were like, "Oh, I got to get those," or "I got to get a pair," and you've gone through like 3 or 4 or 5 pairs. I'm only on my second pair, but I also wear different shoes.
I had one pair which I fucking loved, and I just there was a hole in both of the shoes at the bottom because I wore it so much. I was like, it's time to go. It's time to let these go.
Yeah.
But then I got another pair, and it just kind of coincided with me having gout. And then my new pair was a bit stiffer. It's probably closer to like it looks like that. Where my first pair was like it was pretty much a sock.
Yeah, these are a little bit stiffer, but I think when they wear in a little bit, they'll get softer.
But so when I got another pair, it was around the time I had a gout attack, and gout attacks are fucking terrible. And for some reason, my brain associated my new Hey Dudes with pain on my foot. So I didn't wear them for over a year. And then right before if we're going to Costa Rica, we were talking about Hey Dudes, and I went, oh yeah, I still have that pair down there. And I was like, let me put them on. I'm like, no, these are fine, dude. These are good to go.
These are coming with.
So I've been wearing them when I'm not wearing the Crocs.
Yeah, I still wear my Crocs. Still love the Crocs.
I still wear your Crocs. I wear your Crocs all day today.
They're perfect. They were perfect in Costa Rica.
Yeah, I'll wear them down to the fucking beach. Like,
Yeah,
I wear them to flag football. So I'm like, I can just, even though I got another pair of flip flops, but I take them to flag football because it's easier to walk in Crocs than it is in flip flops.
yeah.
A lot of times I'm rushing to get to the field.
Yeah, and I've just never been a flip flop guy, but it's easier to drive in Crocs. And then if they get dirty, you just take a hose to them or something. You know.
I think I'll just put water in a cup and just pour it in there. I wear it to when I train movie time. Like I'm definitely wearing my Crocs here because it's so easy to slip them on and off.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go to the bathroom or if I'm.
Hey Dudes are just as easy, except for you can't just rinse Hey Dudes off like you can Crocs.
Yeah, I can't rinse Hey Dudes off.
But yeah, I got me a new pair of Hey Dudes.
How much were they?
I think they were like $60.
Is that off Amazon?
Yeah, I got them off Amazon. They're packed perfectly too. Like there wasn't anything wrong with them. They're brand new. I mean, they look better than if I would have gotten them from like, DSW. Look like nobody's touched them ever.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, I kind of like those.
Damn.
These are the ones I was trying to get, but they didn't have my size. But I like these. I like the color, just a little splash, and
yeah,
they're a little. Like I said, I was gonna get the same ones, but I just felt like I wanted something a little bit different since I already have these. But
for shoes, I still want to get a pair of Air Jordans.
I do too. I do too, and I always see them on. I bet it'll here. Check this out. I bet it'll.
Do you sell Air Jordans on fucking Amazon?
I don't know that they're authentic Air Jordan. I think they're like knockoffs. But I keep seeing them like, damn it, those are the ones I want to, but I know those aren't real. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm about to say, excuse me. But yeah, that's my contribution to I Play Nerd this week. I got some new shoes. What do you have? Did you get anything new? See, your plushies are still up on your mic. Mic boom.
When you were talking about our ATV trip, I brought back the monkey. The iguana's been here. He kind of stays on my mic the entire time. I
told Ashley about him. She wishes she would have got some too.
I got one. I got an iguana. And I got a monkey. I got two monkeys. The other monkey's somewhere in the kitchen. But outside of that, I am preparing for the new Superman movie to come out.
Oh,
I got this is one's hard to explain because they have action figures aimed at little kids, and they have action figures aimed at more adult collectors at an affordable pricing. Obviously, you can still get at Walmart and Target and on Amazon.
Yeah.
And this kind of goes in between where it's like made by the ones where they usually target little kids, but they've been picking up on the quality. So I was like,
I like that the cape isn't just like clip that clips to the neck of the action figure. Like it's actually
that's a classic one, but yeah, it's different. This is the one where it's like collectors are going, this was made for little kids, but it looks pretty damn good and it's cheap. It's like I'm trying to find the ones for adults, which is going to cost like close to $40 or maybe over $40 if I get it, if I could find it. This was $8 at Walmart. Target sells it for more. So Target sells it for $10, which is odd. All right, this guy.
Is it the same toy at Target as?
Yeah, exactly the same. I mean, you're, as compared to the adult version, the adult collector version, you're sacrificing a lot of quality. But I've watched a lot of adult collectors get these, and they're like, Holy
Especially
shit.
for $8.
For $8 or even $10, these are fucking awesome.
I bet the hardcore collectors will get 2 so they can open one to play with and then keep one all packaged up.
And
For
these
$8.
did hit stateside prior to the tariffs going into effect. Yep. So that's why they're like super cheap. That's why collectors are like, dude, this is pretty fucking awesome for what you're paying for. I'm like, value wise, this is fantastic. And I went, I think it was last week, as I was, kind of hunting around Targets and Walmarts. Walmart has it for cheaper. And I was looking at it, I'm like, I got this one last week. And I was like, should I get all of them? I'm like, let me get one and then let me see how I feel. And now I want to get all of them. And now they're not in store anymore because everyone grabbed them.
That's cool that you got one.
Well, no,
I mean, just like, Superman, or were there other characters?
The other characters.
Okay.
Like right now, I'm kind of like floating around saying, "Now, okay, I'm gonna get this character, but I got to get all of them at some point. I can't find all of them right now."
Did you look on Amazon?
Amazon will have it, but they'll pump up the price.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. That's gonna be secondary. I don't think they have any exclusives, or if they have it, it costs slightly more than what you get at Target. So I got Superman. I was gonna get a multi-pack that includes his dog, because his dog plays prominent in this movie. But right now it's just Superman. Actually, I got a couple of them today, but it's more like I want to get the entire collection before I decide to open the rest. If I can't get the entire collection, I'm just going to keep Superman. I'm going to return the rest. But aside that, as far as the collector version of it, which is going to cost a lot more, they didn't even make all of them. So I'm just going to get like Superman and then Lex Luthor, and that's it. Oh, and Superman's dog. Because they won't even make all of them, because
I keep hearing about Superman's dog in this movie. Like,
Crypto,
never want to see something just because of a dog, but I want to see what they do with the dog.
But when it comes to the more adult collector versions, they make less. The sad reality is that female characters do not sell as well as male characters. Because I say it's an adult collector version, but it's also aimed at kids. Female characters do not sell as well as male characters, and non-white characters do not sell as well as white characters. At least that's the mindset of executives. So they're like, well, make the white guy. Don't make the black guy, or don't make the.
I was
Asian
actually wondering, like, did they actually do studies on that, or?
I think, well, it's going to be true to some extent, but I think the truth behind it is starting to dwindle. But it's just more of the executive from the 1980s that's just kind of carrying over to the 90s and to the 2000s and beyond. Because for sure it's not gonna sell as well.
I imagine they've got some statistics on toy sales, but also when the main character is a white guy, then I kind of get why that one would sell more than, the sidekick that's not a white guy.
But I'm actually trying to find one of the females, and I can't find her anywhere. So I'm like, dude, the female sold out. I've seen all the guys. The female sold out. I can't find her anywhere. But
is it actually like Lois Lane, or is it a different character?
No, it's Hawk Girl, who's played by Dina from Last of Us, who's also Dora the Explorer. So I'm trying to find, and I remember holding her last week. I'm like, I should just get this, and I need to remember the mindset of, hey, I can get it, and I can just return it if I don't want it, if I change my mind. Instead of being like, oh, I had it. She was super cheap. She was less than $8, and I didn't buy it. And I'm hoping to find it at Target and pay more for it. Because I just don't. I'm not.
What was that character's name though? The
Hawk Girl or Dina or
no. In Superman, Hawk Girl.
Yeah, not Hawk 2 Girl. Hawk Girl.
What's her like?
She's good.
What's her like secret identity name? Is it Angela Spica?
No, I think she has a secret identity because she's an alien.
Because I'm just on IMDb.
She might go to Sierra or.
Is that Maria Gabriela de Faria?
No, that's not it.
Oh, then I don't know who it is. See Lois Lane.
By the way, the actress that plays Lois Lane is fucking charming. And I didn't watch her TV show, which was apparently very awesome.
I was like, I just was looking at it, and
her show,
familiar,
which
but I don't
was
know what...
very highly praised, and I never watched it, was The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
I was about to say Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, because I think that's the most recent thing.
Won a lot of awards. I remember Joe Rogan talking about it. He's like, dude, the show's amazing. And I'm just like, I just didn't get into it.
Okay.
I have a hard time getting into period pieces, though. That's just me. I think she plays a comedian.
She was in House of Cards and Patriot Day.
I don't remember that movie. But I remember seeing her on social media when they're filming it, and she's pretty charming.
Yeah, like she looks familiar, but I can't think of like in House of Cards, I can't think of who she was.
Oh, I didn't know she was in House of Cards. She might have just been like a passerby, like, hey, hi, bye.
Rachel
Brosnahan?
Brosnahan. Yeah, I don't know.
And then Superman.
I recognize her face. I just can't think of.
Superman's played by David Cornsweet. So when I watched Twisters, I was like, there's Superman. The guy's going to be Superman.
He was in Twisters.
Twisters. Yep. He's fucking tall as shit, dude. He's like 6'4".
Oh, really?
He towers over. In Twisters, he towers over everyone. And probably in real life, he towers over everyone.
Say if he's 6'4", I bet he towers over a lot of people. I cannot think of who Hot Girl is. Like, I don't know what.
The actress?
What's the actress's name? Is it Isabella Merced?
Yeah. Dora the Explorer.
Kendra Saunders that's the Kendra Saunders. Oh, okay. Hot Girl. Yeah. Kendra Saunders is the secret identity.
Yeah, and that kind of gets a little weird because in comics they change her story and it's all.
Okay.
It's all weird. She was cool in the cartoon from 20 years ago, but hopefully.
I'll be honest. I don't even know that character, but you would know that shit more than I would for sure.
The actress Isabella Merced is so like petite and I'll say I was gonna say innocent until fucking Last of Us.
Man, so I gotta catch up on Last of Us.
I have a hard time being like, yeah, she's gonna kill him. Like she's like a tiny girl. She's 20. Well, I'd say she's a kid. She's 23, maybe.
Oh shit! I didn't realize she was that young.
Oh yeah, she's young.
Although I guess that makes sense. But
and then the actress of Supergirl, who might be in this movie, her movie comes out a year after. She is. God, what's her name? Rhaenyra Targaryen. Young Rhaenyra Targaryen.
Is she in this? I don't think I see her. I'm just looking at the like the cast.
She won't be listed in the cast because it's more like she may make an appearance. She may make a cameo, a short appearance, but she's not part of the main cast. Like if she's in it, it's like they're gonna film it for one day and then they're gonna insert it probably towards the end.
Oh, she's listed.
Oh, she is?
Millie Alcock?
Yep.
Yeah, she's listed on the cast. She's like the very last person listed.
Okay, so she's probably in it then.
Cara Zor-El / Supergirl.
Which is that movie is supposed to be a pretty good story based on the comics. It's not gonna be like a typical, hey, I'm Superman's cousin and I'm female. Hey, it's gonna be like, shit goes down. They brought in Jason Momoa to play Lobo. He's usually pretty. He's like a dive bar alien guy who's the strongest Superman.
By the way, should we just go and say we're into what are you watching? So question for you is, are you going to watch it in the theaters or are you going to wait for it on streaming?
I'm going to watch it in theaters. And I might...
are you going to do like the sneak peek thing like on Thursday night or are you going to wait till like Friday or Saturday?
It depends on work. Whatever. I would like to see it on Thursday, or if I could get to an early screening, I would. I'll probably reactivate something that's popular now is that you sign up for a membership with if you have an AMC movie theater by you or a Regal movie theater by you,
Mhm.
you sign up you pay like a monthly fee, which is actually really cheap. And then you get either unlimited viewings of, you can watch unlimited, movies during a month, or you get a certain amount of movies you can watch during a month, and it's
Or
usually
like
more
discounts on Tuesdays or something like that. I think
it's
we have
more movies than you could fucking watch in a month. It's more than
I
you
think
can
ours
get.
is like we had a discount on Tuesdays, but we don't really
But,
use it then. And it's a free one.
When you first activate it, at least I don't live by an AMC movie theater. I live by a Regal. So you have to sign up for 3 months. And I think it's a good time for me to sign up because I know I'm going to see Superman multiple times. Fantastic Four comes out. I've already missed some good movies. I know Thunderbolts, which might not be in theaters anymore. Sinners is probably not in theaters anymore. The newest Final Destination is coming out soon if it isn't out already.
I'll say that isn't out yet, I don't think.
The John Wick spinoff with Anna de
with the
Armas.
girl. I didn't realize that
really
was a thing until just like this week.
Yeah, so
I already
that's
forgot what it's called, but Ballerina.
The Ballerina, yeah.
Yeah.
28 years later, it's coming out.
Oh, is that like from 28 Days Later?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! I didn't know that.
28 days later, when I watched that movie, hey Ashley, hey Mrs. Zaro.
He says, "Hey, Mrs. Zaro."
Probably shouldn't have
We
said
have
that.
the same initials now.
But I
Did you
remember
hear
when
that,
I
Alex?
saw, what?
She goes, "We have the same initials now, like you and
We
her."
do.
AA. Not officially legally yet, but soon.
So
But 28 days later, I remember seeing that in movie theaters with friends from college, and I was on edge. Like people
that
would be
was
coming out.
awesome.
People would be coming out, just walking down the aisle because they had to go to the bathroom. I'd fucking flip out like, who's this motherfucker right here?
Yeah.
I'm ready to fucking punch him.
It was one of those movies you didn't really know what you were getting into, and then you were like, "Holy shit!"
Holy shit, these zombies can fucking run at you? What the
Isn't
fuck's
there
up with
two-
that?
There's a 28 weeks later too.
There it is.
Yep.
He even just mentioned that.
That has a young Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
When I say young, it's like 20.
Well, they're
she's like
coming out with a
20
28
She
years
just
later.
fucking turned 40. So
I
she's probably
saw-
like 24.
I saw an interview with the main girl that's in 28 years later. She was talking about like where they filmed it, like in like Norway or Denmark or something. It was like just out in the middle of nowhere. The whole thing was filmed. Like that would be cool. But I want to see Ballerina.
Me too.
I must
When
be
does that come
about
out?
right.
Do we know yet?
Yeah, I think it's out already, or it's maybe next week. So June, July, August. They're gonna have a lot of movies that I want to see.
It comes out on. Does it say?
Gerard has your podcast playing in the living room, and I don't know what episode it is, but I just heard you yell, "Holy shit, that's hot!" Does it say when it's coming out?
It doesn't, unless I'm just not seeing it. Oh wait, did I just pass it?
You go back all the way up. I think I just saw it. Oh no, never mind. That was a different show.
We'll just do this. Ballerina release date.
Oh, came out yesterday.
Oh, it just came out this weekend.
Yesterday
Oh,
it
fuck.
was released. It looks good.
Well, you know what I want to watch tonight?
What?
Accountant 2.
Is that on a streaming?
It's on streaming. I just saw it earlier.
Like we don't have to pay for it?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Did you feed it?
Oh fuck yeah!
I forgot.
Well, I didn't finish Beekeeper still.
Yeah.
I need to watch Accountant 1.
Oh, we're gonna
Ooh,
watch
that
that
was
first
good.
also.
Okay.
I like it.
That one.
I'll feed her and take her out.
Okay.
Bye, Alex.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye, Millie.
You hear it? Oh, she's getting excited.
She's like, "Who was that? Who was that, pup?"
Hey, did you see my monkey?
I
There's no
saw
balls though. I want to put balls on him.
You could probably get like those like white little like poop balls from the keep spreading its legs.
That's a tail, by the way.
And like
tail.
so,
That's not something else.
Like get like white little cotton ball like things and or like hot glue them on.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I'm gonna get into arts and crafts so I can put balls on my monkey.
Did you get a lizard too?
That's my iguana. Yep.
That's that slap bracelet I was telling you about.
This I got this at the airport. It says
that's pretty cool.
It says Costa Rica, and you just
oh.
Look at that. Look, it's a slap bracelet.
I love it. Oh.
I wanted an iguana and I wanted a monkey.
Come here, pup.
Say hi. She's
Come
growling at me.
Come here, puppy.
There you go. Now you're on camera. Now you're on camera, Millie. You're famous. You're famous.
Yeah, I like the little slap bracelet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never seen one of those.
I like you guys put him on my mic arm here like he's on a fucking tree.
Did you name it?
No, I don't know what his name of the him or her.
Jose.
There's no balls on him either. I'm gonna have to put balls on both of them.
I think reptiles keep their testicles internal.
We were looking at a picture of the howler monkeys from the 4-wheeler trip, but I don't have yours, so I can.
Oh
zoom
no!
in on the
I'll
balls.
just send it to you. You saw the one of my picture, didn't you?
I think I saw some of the monkey balls.
His balls are hanging out pretty hardcore.
Yeah, they're right there.
They're just like.
There they are.
Oh.
But,
all right. See ya.
All right, bye.
Take care of the dog. But yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna. So since she hasn't seen Accountant 1, we're gonna watch Accountant 1 first, and then
It's got Anna Kendrick in it.
Yep.
I
figured
still
you'd
haven't
seen
watched. I still haven't watched. What is the name of that movie with Anna Kendrick? The sequel. Another Simple Favor.
Oh,
Because I was like, I don't
didn't even
remember
know
what
that was
happened
a
in the
sequel.
first one. I remember liking the first one, but I don't remember what happens in it.
I didn't
Like,
I didn't realize that was a sequel. I thought that was just the name of the movie, Another Simple Favor.
I want to see
With,
it, but I feel like I have to rewatch the first one because I just
Isn't that with the girl that got canceled?
Blake
Ryan
Lively,
Reynolds' wife.
Ryan Reynolds' wife.
Like, did she get canceled or something?
I think it's in the process, but she's Ryan Reynolds' wife and she's hot.
Yeah. Oh, I think Blake Lively was way hot. I thought she was getting like. I even thought I don't read into it. I just hear it like secondhand, maybe third, fourth, fifth, sixth hand. But I thought even Ryan Reynolds was getting shit because he was standing by his wife. Which, why wouldn't you stand by your wife?
Yeah.
You know. So.
He was on the SNL 50 Years show, and he kind of hinted at it because they're like, "All right, Reynolds, how are you doing?" He goes, "I'm fine. Why? What have you heard?" And Blake Lively was right next to him. This is him in the audience. So he stands up. Blake Lively's next to him, and he goes, "Well, yeah. Why? What have you heard?" And she just kind of looks at him like, and she was not laughing. So it's like, did they?
I bet they set that up though. I bet they set up. I think she was acting.
I hope so. I'd like to see more Ryan Reynolds
Because they,
I'm fine
they
without
seem
Blake
to
Lively.
like lean into that shit. They don't give a shit, like they just lean into it. They have fun with it. Like, who cares?
Pretty serious though. It's pretty serious shit with the Blake Lively.
Yeah, like the
whatever
whole like
director that was.
hostel or
I don't know
hostel
his name.
workplace or whatever. I don't know.
Anyway, I want to watch the movie. I just need to go back to the first one and rewatch.
I didn't. Now that I know it's a sequel, I might need to see the first one and then decide from there if I want to watch the second one.
I saw the first one. I saw the first one in theaters and I liked it. I just don't remember what it's about.
Simple Favor. I don't.
A Simple Favor. Yeah, it's a horror. No. It's a drama. It's a dramedy. Where it's like, oh, it's all dramedy. Like, well, but that part was funny.
Maybe I'll add that to the watch list. Looks like it's on Amazon Prime, or Prime Video, whatever you call it.
Yeah, I want to rewatch it. I just haven't found time to because I'm just so like ADD lately, or I'm just just go to YouTube, find videos you want to watch that are, maximum 20 minutes long.
Yeah. That's actually what I did a lot of today because my allergies were kicking my ass this morning, and we had brunch plans with one of Ashley's friends from Wichita. And I didn't want to skip that because we hadn't seen her in a minute, so we had good brunch, and then we got home, and I think I turned on like swimming because it was on live TV, and fell asleep, and then I think I had golf on for a while and fell asleep during that, and then started playing like YouTube videos and fell asleep through all those too.
I've been watching more workout videos, mostly focused on kettlebells because I want to do more kettlebell workouts again because I just miss them. And I'm also kind of in that whole mindset of I want to go to Thailand again. So I'm like, all right, let's watch videos of people going to Thailand and kind of plan out.
You want to go to Thailand again, or like you're wanting again to go to Thailand?
I want to go to Thailand because
gotcha.
I've had waves of like I want to go, and then fucking pandemic happened. Like, okay, fuck. I want to go, and then fucking stuff with work happens. Like, oh shit. Okay. I'm like, I want to go, and I'm like, oh, now let's start planning this out. Let's start watching videos. Let's start talking to people. Like today when I was at the Muay Thai school, I was talking to my buddy who's been there 4 times. So I was, kind of getting his input, and I'm always invited to. There's a group that's part of my Muay Thai organization, which is international, and they go and the guy that I talked about before, he was about to promote me, but he had cancer removed from his brain. He had a brain tumor removed.
Oh damn.
He takes students out. He takes students over to Thailand. Well, you have to find your way to Thailand, but he takes them over, and he's pretty much a celebrity over there. So you get treated very well. You get pampered. You go train, and you get trained in a way that's they're trying not to piss him off. Say that. But I've talked to people who've gone through that trip and people who've gone through the trip on their own, and they told me like, we've known you for years. You should go by yourself, not part of the group, because you don't want to be pampered. You want to go get the experience of, not quite the fighter experience, but honestly, I want to get roughed up a little bit. I want to go there and, I'm older. I don't want to go through. I don't want to. They do a lot of running. I don't want to do that. Because just the way my knees are right now, I need these knees to last me the rest of my life.
Right.
But I kind of want to go through a little bit rougher training, and if I go with the guy that's kind of a celebrity there, they go a little bit softer on you. They kind of take an approach of a you're an instructor. You need to be able to instruct. You need to be able to teach it this way. I kind of want to be there.
It's almost like a respect thing there.
Yeah. So I've also talked. When I was talking to the guy today who's been there before, the guy that owns who has a school.
Mm-hmm.
I said I'm not going to name drop, our head guy. I'm just going to be some normal guy. But he also said, well, maybe you should name drop, because if you go to a school out there, if you go to a gym out there, and you don't name drop, but you're connected to that head guy, they don't want, and they ignore you.
I was to say that you might not get in.
They'll just ignore some people. I'll say ignore them, but they won't give them the best experience. Or you're not treated as VIP. So if I'm not treated as VIP and the word gets back to the head guy, they're gonna look bad.
Oh,
it's one of those. So
you're almost helping them if you name drop.
As far as my solo trip, I want 2 trips. I want to go solo trip, and I want to go with the group. Solo trip comes first, because I'm just that solo explorer. I want to go on my own.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying
to figure out. Would you actually go like on your own, or would you want to go with some people, like friends or whatever?
I'd want to go on my own.
Interesting.
Like, I just want to go. That's why I'm watching videos going, okay, where are they going? Are they in Bangkok? Are they in Phuket? Are they in Chiang Mai? I think I've talked about this before with Fitness Tree, which is in Phuket, where it's like It's straight up a lot of it's called Fitness Street. It's also called Fighter Street. It's also called Foreigner Street because it's a lot of foreigners that go there. It's fitness, it's fighters. It's not just Muay Thai and MMA and Jiu-Jitsu. It's also like kind of a CrossFit type. Or some people just go there and do traditional lifting. It's just a street. And it's fun. I love watching videos on this in Phuket where it's like people just go there and they build up a huge community where like they're really into Muay Thai or they're really into MMA or they're just into CrossFit or they're just a traditional bodybuilder type. And they just love that street because it's just people of that same type of mindset. We're just we're here to improve ourselves physically, whether it be through martial arts or CrossFit or traditional lifting.
You like bodybuilding and stuff?
Yeah, bodybuilding. So it's just fun to I love watching those videos. I fall asleep to them because there's so many of them now.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to do that, but it is also very commercialized as far as the Muay Thai parts go. So it's kind of like, well, yeah, it's huge gym there. It's called Tiger Muay Thai. You have to start off at the beginner, which is kind of like, dude, I can't just go to the beginner class. I can't do that. I'm not gonna waste a fucking hour or two doing a fucking beginner class when I've been doing this for 24 years. It's like, put me at least in the intermediate. I'm here for a limited time. I can't train there as long as people train there for. The people that do like vlogs there on YouTube, they're there for like 6 months.
I say they got to be there for months, right?
Yeah. I'm like, how the fuck do you maintain a job and do it for 6 months?
Well, maybe they're doing enough YouTube that is their job.
You come from money. There's something else going on. It's in their background. So I'm like, dude, if I go there, I want to do that commercialized gym for 1 day. That's it. And then I want to go to another gym and then another gym. And I'm like, I'm here for.
Sounds like you're gonna need to name drop, bro.
What?
Sounds like you're gonna need to name drop. And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
I've talked about,
if you're connected, that's why people want to be connected, dude.
I might name drop if I go to the gyms that are connected to, the head guy that trained me. But he also does not like, from my understanding, he doesn't like southern Thailand. He thinks it's kind of dangerous out there. He says don't stay there. Don't go out there. But from the videos I've seen, that area is at least pretty safe. So maybe that's kind of out of his, let's say jurisdiction. He's more of the Bangkok, that area, which I definitely want to go to Bangkok. Yeah, but I've heard Bangkok is more expensive than Phuket or some of the other areas.
I believe that. I mean, that's where everybody flies into, right? That's where
they
fly into, and that's
you can possibly get
the tourism part of it.
You can get some trouble. Someone could steal your shit. It's Bangkok. It's the biggest city out there. So I'd want to be in Bangkok. I'd say maximum 1 to 2 days, and then I want to go to Phuket and kind of see that area.
Nice.
But it's also like, how do you get there? It's like when I'm looking at like maps, I'm like, a bus from Bangkok to Phuket is like 8 hours, or you fly there, and I'm like, hold on, they're adding, escalating that price tag that's going to with this trip.
Yep.
A lot of people I've talked to have been to Thailand. They're like, yeah, I got what's it called? I got sick from the food there. I had food poisoning. I met a girl that she loved her time in Bangkok or in Thailand, but she had food poisoning. They gave her tummy issues that she still had to, a year later. I'm like, well, that doesn't sound good. So I'm kind of trying to do early stages of planning.
Yeah.
Again.
That'd be cool.
So that's why I'm watching a lot of videos that are based on going to Thailand and workout videos and that type of shit. Because I want to go to Thailand. I want to train out there, and I want to train in a lot of areas. And honestly, if I could just do whatever I wanted to do, I'd be one of those guys on YouTube where you just travel the world, train at different gyms in different countries.
That would be cool.
Oh, yeah. I fucking love that. I love those videos. But that's fucking expensive. Like, it's like my buddy went to Amsterdam to do Dutch kickboxing. That's fucking expensive. Amsterdam is fucking expensive. Thailand's way cheaper.
Amsterdam is not that expensive. Like,
I heard it's very expensive.
Huh.
I mean, definitely
Took
he went
advantage of being
before the
close to it.
pandemic, so I don't know what it is now. I heard Thailand was cheap before the pandemic. I heard Thailand's still pretty affordable now. I heard the price is going up though. That's why I'm thinking like less time in Bangkok and then more time in Phuket. Because it's like if the prices are gonna go higher, it's definitely gonna be Bangkok because that's the mecca of
that's
Thailand.
where the tourism
That's
is.
where people are
So
gonna go.
they're going to
So,
increase the
like,
prices
Phuket is
and
where I wanna go.
maximize the revenue.
Phuket has access to beaches. There are other places though. There's Pattaya, there's Chiang Mai, but I think Chiang Mai is very landlocked. I think from my buddy that went to Pattaya, I think they said it was kind of dirty. I mean, it's still cool to see, but as far as what's available out there, they don't want to go there as much. They'd say they put it lower on what's available, but they also said like they were told that southern Thailand, which where Phuket is, they want their head guy said like to kind of stay out of that area because it's a little more dangerous. But from the videos I've seen, it looks perfectly fine. There may be some other things that he's thinking about, or he just wants to keep you in this certain area.
Yeah.
But definitely, I'm getting more into that whole vibe. I'm like, I got to go to Thailand. Let me think about where do I want to go because, maximum as a, given career, the max I could be out is a week. You lose a couple of days because of fucking flights and jet lag and whatever. So
yeah, I would say just to travel like
your week kind of streaks down. Too.
Yeah, that's.
Like,
you almost lose 2 days because it's like 20 something hours of travel plus they're 13 hours ahead.
Yeah, so maybe a max of 4 days that I could enjoy being in Thailand. So it's like, okay, Bangkok is 1 day, 2 days max, and then I want to go to Phuket, and I'm not going to be able to go to Chiang Mai and Pattaya and whatever else.
Yeah, so you
gotta find the gyms I want to see that's in Bangkok. Probably not go far away from Bangkok because a lot of the connections that we're associated with, the gyms that we're associated with, as far as around Bangkok, you have to go out into the country, very, very far out into the country. And I'm starting to think that's just not feasible if you're limited on time.
If you're not you're not speaking the language, like that could.
The language is fine. They're used to foreigners. It's
oh really?
Thailand exported.
I can see that.
Thailand
Bangkok,
exported
maybe
Muay Thai
Phuket,
very, very well. They made Muay Thai very friendly to foreigners. The country next to them, which is Myanmar, formerly Burma, they have an art called Lethwei, which is very, very brutal, and they did not export it very well. So I'd love to, I don't want to get involved with Lethwei. Lethwei is kind of like a martial art, like, that's awesome. I don't know if I want to do that. It's a little more on the extreme side, but Myanmar, I have a feeling it's not as friendly as Thailand. They don't seem to be as open to foreigners. You go to Thailand, they treat foreigners very, very well. Like when you went to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
They treat foreigners very, very well because obviously we're kind of
bringing dollars, baby.
We're driving their economy.
Yeah. It's a tourism-based economy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like Thailand's similar. Thailand's very hot and humid. So I'm trying to kind of gauge how I am as far as being in that type of environment. And also probably I'll probably experience some allergy attacks.
Oh yeah.
That's why I've talked to people, like I've gone to like, how are your allergies? They're like, yeah, my allergies went pretty nuts when I was in town. I'm like, fuck.
Dude, anytime I travel, I'm usually, knock on wood, lately anyway, I've been prepared like with all the Flonase, the Claritin,
Remember when I was a kid growing up in Ohio? Like my allergies were terrible. I had nosebleeds.
You used to get like nosebleeds all the time.
So a couple of years ago, when I went up to Portland for a Muay Thai camp, when I got promoted, they were going through a heat wave, and around the fields, and my allergies came back, and my nose bled a lot. I was bleeding a lot.
Oh Jesus!
So I'd be sparring, and then all of a sudden, like I take a little hit, and my nose would be gushing out blood. And all of a sudden, my partner's, the person I was sparring was going crazy, going, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," and I'm like, "No, that wasn't you. You're good. You're not that good. This is just the way my body is."
Yeah. You
So
didn't
when
hit
I was
me.
in Portland, I was
Allergies did.
just dripping blood everywhere, and
Jesus.
it was pretty bad. That's why I kind of stay away from the Midwest or pretty much outside California. I'm probably okay in deserts. So if I was in Las Vegas,
That's why
when I've been in Las Vegas, I've been
desert,
fine.
dude.
The thing about Las Vegas is that you're in casinos a lot, and that's a whole different type of.
That's a fucking petri dish, dude.
That's
a
petri dish.
That has nothing to do with the
It has
weather.
a constant smell of cigarette smoke
Smoke
that you're inhaling.
and people that are just like right next to each other all the time.
Yeah, but I've never had like allergy attacks when I've been in Las Vegas. I've never had nosebleeds. If I had nosebleeds, it's because I was outside a lot and it was just dry, and I probably got dehydrated.
Yeah,
But not like what I had when I was, when I'm in Ohio or in Illinois, or just that Midwest type.
yeah. All good. All good. All right, man. Well, I tell you what, we are at an hour and a half. We're at 90 minutes. Yeah, that was a good one. I like kind of talking about some of our summer plans. Summer coming around the corner. I think we'll dive more into some of the summer plans next week again. But I think for now we are going to get into our closing thoughts. However, before we do that, just want to remind everybody to, if you like what you're watching, give us a comment, like the episode, and we'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you know when our next episodes are coming out. And again, if you prefer to stay a little more anonymous but would like to share your ideas, we'd welcome them, and you can send those to us at gagepodcast@gmail.com. All right, getting into the closing thoughts. Alex, as usual, lead us off.
I'll just say, if you have any tips on how to put monkey balls on my monkey, send them over to me, because I want this monkey to have balls. My iguana, you know what? If I can put balls on my iguana, I'll put balls on my iguana. But priority is going to be on my monkey.
I'm going to stick with the monkey thoughts, dude, because we, I mentioned we did the jet ski trip after you guys all left.
That looked pretty cool, dude.
We actually got to feed monkeys. I actually really enjoyed it, and I'm going to say embrace the experience. That's my closing thought. Embrace the experience, whatever it is. We got to feed monkeys. They also peed on us, and you know what? It's part of the experience. Embrace it. It's okay. We were in the ocean, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Or we were getting back in the ocean, and no big deal. Little pee never hurt anybody. But embrace the experience. Alex is talking about Thailand. If you're interested, do the research and get to planning. So embrace the experience. That's my closing thought. We'll talk about some of our upcoming experiences more next week, but I think we're going to close it out for this week with, where's my music? Close that out. Do that. Yeah. We're getting out of here, folks. Thanks again for joining us. This has been another episode of the GAJ Podcast. Watch out for them monkey balls. See you guys later.